Tails under 26 is not waiting for you to be ready. It's already moving, already shifting, already separating the people who are serious from the people who are comfortable. And the truth is winners are not thinking about survival anymore. They're thinking about leverage. They're not asking, how do I get by? They're asking, how do I build something that lasts? That's the difference. That's the gap. That's the line between dreaming and doing. I've watched trends come and go. I've watched industries rise and fall. And one thing never changes. The winners are always early, always focused, always disciplined. In 2026, winners are thinking long-term in a short-term world, while everyone else is chasing quick wins. They're building foundations. While everyone else is scrolling, they're studying. While everyone else is talking, they're executing. Winners in 2026 are not obsessed with being busy. That they're obsessed with making money. They're obsessed with being effective. They're the purpose of being effective. They're not trying to do everything. They're trying to do the right thing. They understand that time is the real currency, and they don't waste it on distractions, drama, or doubt. They protect their energy. They guard their focus. They move with intention. They're not waiting for permission. They're not waiting for perfect conditions. They know the market doesn't reward potential, it rewards performance. So they show up prepared. Yeah. They invest in themselves. They learn new skills. They adapt fast because in 2026, flexibility is power. If you can't pivot, you get left. Winners in 2026 are thinking ownership, not just income. They understand that a paycheck can disappear, but an asset can multiply. They're not chasing applause. They're building equity. They're not trying to look successful. They're trying to sustainable, but because real power isn't in what you earn once. It's in what keeps paying you when you're not in the room. They think long term in a world addicted to short term, while others are spending every dollar to impress people who don't matter. Winners are reinvesting. They're planting seeds. They're delaying gratification. They know that the lifestyle comes after the structure, not before. They're not rushing to look rich. They're focused on becoming wealthy. Winners are building brands, not just jobs. They know that in 2026, your name is your currency, your reputation is your resume, your consistency is your credibility. So they show up with intention. They deliver value. They protect their integrity, because once trust is built, opportunities follow. They're thinking systems, not just hustle. Hustle gets you noticed, but systems that get you paid. Systems scale. Systems free your time. Systems create leverage. So while others are burning out, trying to do everything themselves, winners are delegating, automating, and optimizing. They're asking, how do I make this repeatable? How do I make this bigger than me? How do I make this work even when I'm not working? Winners in 2026 understand that ownership is freedom, freedom of time, freedom of choice, freedom of direction. They don't want to just survive. They want to control their schedule, control their income, control their future. And that mindset changes how they move. They're patient. They're strategic. They're calculated. They don't jump. They plan. They're not afraid to start small because they're focused on growing smart. They're not embarrassed to learn because they're committed to mastering. You try to go out, and the purpose be the Lonnie. They don't need in the room because they're confident in their vision. They know where they're going, and they're not in a rush to explain it to people who aren't on the journey. Winners invest in themselves before they invest in everything else. They invest in skills, in knowledge, in relationships, in health, because they know the best asset they own is their mind. And a sharp mind in 2026 is more valuable than any degree, any title, any position. They're not chasing trends, they're building foundations. They're not looking for quick wins, they're building long games. They understand that real success is quiet at first. It's lonely. It's misunderstood, but it's solid because in 2026, the winners won't be the ones who made the most noise. They'll be the ones who built the most value, the ones who chose ownership over approval, strategy over emotion, patience over impulse, the ones who moved different while everyone else was moving fast. While others are reacting, winners are positioning. They're not waiting for the news to tell them what's next. They're studying patterns, watching behavior, and moving before the crowd even realizes there's a shift. They understand that opportunity rarely announces itself. It whispers. And if you're not paying attention, you miss it. So they stay alert. They stay curious. They stay ready. Winners don't waste time complaining about how fast things are changing. They adjust. They don't get emotional about the market. They get strategic. They know that uncertainty is not a threat. It's an opening. When people panic, they prepare. When people freeze, they move. Because speed matters, but positioning matters more. They are disciplined with their time, ruthless with their priorities, and intentional with their energy. They do and they don't get trained, and they don't chase every trend. They choose the right ones. They don't jump at every opportunity. They evaluate. They ask better questions. They think 2 steps ahead. That a purpose. They're not just trying to win today. They're setting themselves up to win repeatedly. Winners in 2026 are students of the game. They study industries. They study people. They study themselves. They know their strengths. They know their weaknesses, and they're not afraid to work on both. They invest in learning because they understand that what got you here won't keep you here. The moment you stop growing is the moment you start falling behind, They don't wait for motivation, they operate on discipline. Motivation is emotional, discipline is structural. Discipline builds habits and build results, and results build confidence. So even on the days they don't feel like it, they show up. Even when it's uncomfortable, they lean in. Even when it's risky, they calculate and move. While others are distracted, winners are dialed in. While others are consuming, winners are creating. While others are talking, winners are building. They are not loud about their plans. They are consistent with their actions. They let results speak. They understand that positioning is not about luck. It's about preparation. It's about being ready when the moment comes. It's about having the skill, the mindset, and the courage to step forward when the door opens. And don't hesitate. When it does, they don't second guess. They don't ask if they're good enough. They already the work, because in 2026 the winners won't be the most talented. They'll be the most prepared, the most focused, the most disciplined, the most intentional. And while others are still reacting to what already happened, they're already in place for what's coming next.